and thank you for joining us on this month's session of Let's Get Savvy.
Good morning.
I am joined by Sophia Ramirez. Thank you for joining us this morning. I am Vince Guiliano, and every month you're going to catch us at the same time, the second Wednesday of each month at 10 a.m. in the morning, and it's back to school time. All the kids are back to school, so now you have a chance to sit down and relax and watch us. Summertime was a little quieter because everyone was busy doing stuff. But again, thank you for joining us today. We're going to talk about the market, obviously. It is a real estate show, so we're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about a couple of things that we have going on, some events that are going on. We're going to talk about prepping before the winter time. We're going to do a little mortgage update with one of our close partners, Mr. Eric Spada from Mission 35. And then we'll give a recap of some listings and some open houses at the end of the show here. So, Soph, how are you finding everything? How's the market right now?
Market's actually, I was pretty busy all summer. It's definitely a buyer's market right now, and I think you're going to get more into that. But I've been busy all summer with buyers. We're looking at condos. I've got a listing over in Niagara Falls, which we're also going to talk about in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing movement.
Okay, and I do have to say there was a point in August, like the last 3 weeks, or the 3 weeks in August there where people are on vacation, getting ready for school. It did get quiet. And I do have to say, for buyers, I'm getting this feeling, and I may be wrong, but we see trends every year, and I'm getting this feeling that, the buyer's market, the time to take advantage of opportunities is right now, rather than waiting for, a month or two down the road when everybody decides to start buying and you cannot get the same deal that you wanted to get a month or two ago. Okay? Yeah. When it's quiet, buy it.
Hey,
I just made that up. Just made it up.
When it's quiet, buy it.
There you go. But no, for real. I mean, we had a listing go live last week, and it was in that sweet spot range, 650, 750, in there. And within 3 days, we had 12 showings, offer, sold, 18 groups at the open house. It was priced right, definitely, but that showed me a lot of activity, okay? And, in August, the open houses, even in that price range, we're not getting as many people. So that is telling me, and I've seen appointments pick up this week everywhere on listings, even that have been sitting for a little while, maybe are overpriced a little bit. So don't wait too long. You're going to wait too long. You're going to say, hey, I want to wait for the next, rate decrease or whatever it is. If you wait too long, you're going to end up paying a little bit more. Okay, so don't try to time it. Start your buying now. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And again, what do I know? So now we have some events coming up that we do every year, and Sophie's going to talk about it. It's an important thing for us, and we have a target in mind this year. So Soph, can I get you to go over what we're...
We've been doing the food drive every year for the last 4 years, and I think the first year that we started the food drive, we collected about 200 pounds?
I think so.
Yeah. So I mean, at the time we had a smaller team, but we went out with our bags, and then every year we kind of raised that goal. So last year, this will be our fourth.
This will be our fourth year.
Fourth year. Okay. So last year, on our third year, we got almost 700 pounds, and this year we have the goal of 1,000 pounds. So how it works is we come out, and I think we're going to do the last week of September this year, deliver the bags, and you guys put in your non-perishables, and we come back and pick up the bags. If you want us to deliver a bag to you, it's pretty easy. Just either contact us through email, through Instagram, text us if you know our numbers, and we'll drive out and bring a bag to you. It's a really important cause for us. We do it every year, and we're super excited to hit that 1,000 pound mark. So let's get out this year and hit that mark.
Thank you. Yes, no, it's super fun for us. You'll see us walking around with big brown paper bags. Yeah.
And we get competitive about it
in our
too.
communities.
Like everybody is like, okay, how much did you get?
Yes. No, for sure. And you know what? The food will typically go to the food bank that is located in that neighborhood. So, we all kind of have a different neighborhood that we live in, and that food does go to that food bank. But it is a very important drive for us. 1,000 pounds is our goal this year. You'll see us walking around with the bags. You'll see us picking up the bags from, and thank you to everybody that's ever donated in the past. I've gone and dropped off one bag and gone and picked up 2 or 3 bags from people because they've left so much. And they're like big bags of food. So we always appreciate it. We always, want to be giving back to our community. So look for that. We are going to post on Instagram when that day is that we're going to be dropping off the bags. So look for a bag on your door, or reach out to us on social media or text message or call us, and we can always drop one off to you as well.
Yeah, exciting.
All right. Another thing that we have been talking about, and that we talk about every year, is that we're getting to the point, it's the end of summertime, we're getting into fall. So when do you think people's properties look their best?
So, sadly, summer is coming to an end, and properties look their best right now. Pools, if you guys have a pool and you're thinking about selling, anytime in the fall or in the winter, get those photos booked now. Super important, if your pool is open right now, to get a photographer in there and get those photos so that people can see what your backyard looks like before the dumping of snow comes. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about it.
Me either. But it makes a huge difference to the listing if we can get those photos in with the gardens and the pool open still. So we still have a few weeks. I know pools closing. Well, you have a pool.
Yeah, we usually close it in October. But if you have a pool, or your flowers are bloomed, or your lot looks great right now, contact us. If you're planning on selling in the winter or like late fall, early spring, contact us. We can get some photos done now in advance, and then that way you can show some beautiful photos of the backyard. People don't have to see snowy, icy, covered up pools.
Yeah, gray skies. I mean, it just looks so much better to do the photos now. Another
thing that makes your house look good is Sophia's spouse, Jason. And I'm going to do a little drop for him. Shout out to Jason, who's been helping all of our clients. If you need any work done, why don't you give a little plug?
I'm going to give him a little plug. I don't know if he's watching right now. He's actually at one of our clients' house doing a job. But JS Improvements Company, and he does, before you need to sell, if you have anything that needs touched up, drywall repairs, painting, the guy does it all. Like, he literally does it all. I can't say enough good things about him. Not only that because he's my spouse, but I honestly did not realize that a person could do this much. Like anything. He does it all. So he does work for all of our clients. And if you need anything done before listing your house, or even after, if you purchase a new home and you see that you want to refresh the paint, or, some repairs in the drywall, anything at all, give us a call. I'm going to link his Instagram onto our SAVI page, and you guys can follow him and see some of his work. And
Yeah. No, I highly recommend you give him a call for any work that needs done. I have definitely passed his information over to my clients. And, our team, we've talked about it before. We do work as a team. Okay. We, although you may see us as individuals because we're working with you one-on-one, when it comes to stuff like home improvements, when it comes to mortgages, when it comes to lawyers, like, we like to work with people that we know and trust, and they're going to provide our clients the best service. And we only have the absolute best for our clients. So, what else? You know what? I think we are going to have our special guest come on for our mortgage corner update with Eric Spada. He is going to slide in here. Mr. Spada. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you guys?
Excellent, excellent. Always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Always a pleasure to be here. Great show, as always.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you for squeezing us in your busy schedule. I know you.
I think we're squeezing Sophie right
Well, yes, yes. I know you had a busy summer.
Yeah, we had a busy summer. It was really good. It was a pleasant surprise given all the uncertainty and everything going on in the economy and real estate market in general. And really happy to see about 60% of our activity was purchases.
Yeah.
So that was good to see. And we're still seeing that continue,
Yeah.
which is nice.
But I thought the market sucked.
The market does not suck.
Okay.
I mean, it's funny because we get a news report every day from Mortgage Professionals Canada, and a report yesterday. I just highlighted. I took a screenshot and I highlighted. I'll give you 3 little captions that they had. Oakville home prices surge 5.8% up. Brampton home prices jump 1.7%, and real estate market stabilizing as in the Waterloo region. So when you take all that into consideration, as well as the stabilization of interest rates, it is absolutely a great time to buy. We know that inventory is still high, right? Things are still sitting. So for a buyer, as you alluded to earlier, it is a buyer's market.
Yep.
So if you are looking to jump in now. I mean, we know that rates will probably still continue to come down on the variable side. But really, when you look at even if they do come down on the fixed side a little bit more, what's going to happen? House prices are going to go up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you know what? Get in now, even if you have to take a shorter term, if that's kind of your flavor, and start building that equity now, because you're going to time yourself out, and you cannot time the market. There is no such thing as time in the market. There's no such thing as the perfect price for the perfect home at the perfect rate.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
You have to give a little bit on one side or the other.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, anybody who's taking the opportunity to jump in is going to benefit when you talk about 5-10 years down the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
And when you say a buyer's market, or we talk about a buyer's market, like everybody needs to remember, a buyer's market, they are buying homes from sellers. It doesn't mean that there are no sellers able to do anything. If a house is priced right, the only houses that are sitting on the market right now are prices that are, or houses that are potentially a little overpriced, unless there's certain circumstances. New builds are not necessarily being built right now or selling. So it's not like those buyers are going to new builds. They're going to resale homes that are priced right, maybe in a little bit more of a desirable market. But a seller's market does not mean only sellers are active and buyers are not active. Okay? Now, the question we always get, we talked about it on the phone, like, how tired are you of talking about rates?
You know what?
Well, he can't be that tired.
Well,
It's my job.
he calls me at night and he's tired.
Yeah,
He's tired.
but you know what though, the rate conversation is it's always going to happen. But I think people need to understand that and I've said this for at least 2 years now, rate is an important part of the conversation, but let's not fixate on it, right? And I say this to a lot of people, and it's always interesting when the light bulb goes off with those clients. 25 basis points amounts up to about $15 per $100,000 in a mortgage payment. So $500,000, that's $75 a month.
Yeah.
Like and aside from the variable, which the Bank of Canada does it based on quarter point increments, right? So quarter, half, 3/4, whatnot. But when it comes to fixed rate, okay, because fixed rate is still more of the flavor, you're not seeing lenders drop a quarter point. It's 5 or 10 basis points. So really, we're talking about, $6, $12, whatever a month, kind of thing. And it's like, if that's really you got to think about that. You're going to lose out on an opportunity for, two Tim Hortons coffees a week.
Yeah.
That's kind of when you break it down.
Yeah. And so missing out on getting a
Thousands.
good price on a house to wait for a savings of $15 a month is,
Look at the bigger picture.
that's the way that
and
you need to
thousands
look
of
at
dollars in appreciated value
That's
of
right.
equity.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I think people are not understanding. It's you'll get this, I've seen this posted and, we're at say 4.5. Oh, I've seen 4.45. Okay. That's $7 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So can we move on? Because I'll buy you a Starbucks once a month on your anniversary. Let's move on and let's get this done, because over 5 years you have now missed $20,000 of equity building.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're gonna squander over $7 a month for 20,000. That math doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think, like I said, I think the window is now for buyers. I feel like September, October, and November are going to be busy. Obviously, December has its, holiday season and stuff. And then you get right back into our busiest quarter of the year, January, February, March. And so there's going to be more and more inventory. Buyers are going to have a lot of options to choose from. But I really feel like before waiting for the rate, because I know the rate announcement's next week?
Yeah, the 17th.
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, folks, you're going to always ask the question, what's going to happen with the Bank of Canada, et cetera, et cetera. And I can tell you last week, it was something like a 20 or 30% probability of a rate shift. And then then it jumped to I think it was 60%. And then as of yesterday, it was 90%.
Yeah.
And then, and that's because of the job numbers.
Yeah.
But we've seen it swing on Friday to Monday and invert from an 80% no to an 80% yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, again, unless you are a variable rate client, if you are a fixed rate individual because you want to have steady income, you want to have stability, or steady payments rather, and you want to have stability, you want to know what your payments are, don't focus on the Bank of Canada, because that's not what it is. The Bank of Canada is prime rate. Prime rate manages variable rate.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So if you don't like that, it could go up, it could go down, it could go up, it can go down over 5 years, then don't even think about the Bank of Canada.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, when it comes to first-time home buyers, get into that market now. You're not gonna find your forever home on your first purchase.
Yeah.
I don't even think I'm on my forever home, and I'm on purchase number 7. So, I
He's
think
really testing out the system.
yeah, I'm testing out the system.
Trial and error.
No, but hey, the only forever home you really have is 6 feet under. But anyway, it's the truth. I know, but a little off color. But listen, if you got to get into a condo, get into a condo.
Yeah.
Start building your wealth and equity now. Just think about the numbers and that appreciated even at 4% over the next, compounded over 5 years. What that means to you. How much equity you have to be able to then upgrade into that detached or semi or whatever, and start building that way. Mom and dad, they had to do it a certain way. They live in the house they live in now because it took time to get there.
Yeah.
They didn't just jump into that 3,000 square foot home.
Yep.
Right? So it takes time. And if you're a first-time home buyer, I encourage you, if you got something there, even if you got the minimum, get in before it's too late.
For sure. No, I mean, we preach that every time, right? Get in the market. Obviously there's circumstance, and I'll ask you about it too. People sometimes will need to rent because they just can't buy. No matter what their income is, they just have certain factors that are limiting them from buying. I know, we've talked about some, I'm going to say sticky deals or anything that's been difficult. What are the
hairy deals?
Hairy deals. That's right. What are some factors that people can, do to mitigate making the process more difficult for themselves?
So obviously credit, that's going to be huge, right? So, making sure you're making your minimum payments on time, every time. Creditors like to see that you have minimum 2 lines open at all times. So even if you got to go get that, $1,500 credit card and you use it for gas only and then you pay it off, just establish your character of payment. So, some people say, well, I don't have any credit cards, so I should be great.
Yeah.
Well, no, because then the lender doesn't know what kind of character you have and how are you going to be able to make your payments. At least this shows historical data points on your character and your ability to pay your creditors. Keep a job. Right? Don't change your job just before you want to buy a house. You send me somebody just last week, I think it was, and I talked to her and she was like, I do this now, which was, I don't know, I'll use generic. I'm a hairstylist, let's just say, right? I'm going to quit being a hairstylist, and in October, I'm going to go be a something else, completely different. And I'm like, that might pose a problem for a lender because you have no history there. Now, if you're in the same industry, cool, because we can show history. But if you're jumping industries, that could pose a problem, right?
There's
So
risk to that.
risk.
Yeah.
So keep your job, right? If you got to make a move, wait till you close, make a move, okay?
Yeah.
But so keep your payments. Don't start changing jobs all over the place unless it's in the same industry. Maybe you're going for promotion or something of that nature. That can be mitigated. And you know what? Down payment, right? So understanding the minimum down payment is 5% up to the first $500,000, and then it's 10% every dollar thereafter. So when people say minimum 5%, you're going to buy a $700,000 home, and you have, only $35,000. That's not enough.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to make sure you understand the math on that, and don't be afraid of CMHC fees. Don't be afraid of them. Honestly, if you, like I said, if you got the minimum and you're looking to get in the market, just roll with it and go. I could tell you there are thousands of people that are buying homes under 20%, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Like you're fine. It's not massive, right? So just make sure you do those silly but simple things.
Right.
And I say silly because they are simple. Like just be a good person and just manage yourself properly, right?
It makes Eric's life easier.
It makes my life a whole lot easier.
Which then makes our lives easier.
You're like, yeah.
So. And it makes the buyers' lives easier.
It makes everything easier.
Yes,
Honestly, the worst thing you can have is you come to me and we pull your credit report and there's delinquencies or there's a judgment against you and you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, I only missed a few credit card payments. Well, now your credit score goes from 6 whatever to 5 whatever. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Right? So
and that's a problem for renting as well. It's not just purchasing. Like, unless you just want to find something that's private lease or something like that. If you try to get into a rental and it's being rented by someone represented by an agent, they're going to look at that and say, I don't know if this person's going to pay you on time.
I have had agents call me and say, can you look at this and tell me? And, you look at it and you're like, well, they haven't been employed for X amount of time, so you want to find out why.
Yeah.
Or they've only been with that employer for 2 months. What did they do before? Or they have a lot of credit hits, right? So what's going on with that?
Yeah.
And you want to make sure because again, with the rental market, right? Like I'm a landlord, it's tough. Like if they start missing payments, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. And if they, I don't have a job anymore or whatever, like, now what do I do?
Yeah.
Right. So you gotta make sure you get your ducks in a row.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I tried to shower today.
Yeah. I can see. I can tell.
You can tell?
All right. Well, on that note,
Am I doing the stairs going out?
You didn't do
I didn't do them coming in, right? That's
The elevator.
The elevator. My quads can't handle that. All right. Thanks, everybody. There you go.
We thank you for coming on and joining us. And every time we can get Eric on, we'll have him on because he does bring a lot of information, a lot of useful information. This weekend, we have some fantastic open houses going on, and we have some great listings at the moment as well. Let's start with our open houses. We have an open house. Let's start. We got one at 9 Bing Crescent this weekend on Sunday from 2 to 4 in Lower Stony Creek. We have an open house. Meredith is hosting an open house at her brand new listing. And Meredith, when is your open house?
Saturday and Sunday 2 to 4.
Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 4. And that is at 26 Moss Boulevard. Is there a unit?
Unit 54.
Unit 54. Beautiful area. Beautiful home. Go check out the house there with Meredith. She always puts on a fantastic open house, exactly the way that we love it done. She brings a lot of energy. Spring Streets brings a lot of energy, and you will enjoy that place. We also have an open house at 77 Governors Road, which is another one of our new listings. Natalie will be there as well, and that one is on. I apologize. That one is on Sunday from 2 to 4 as well. So go join Natalie. That's 77 Governors, Unit 604. And I believe we also have another open house at 6871 Corwin. I believe Brian will be there. So yeah, check out our open houses this weekend. They will be posted on Instagram as well. Sometimes it's hard to remember them off the top of the head when we have so many, but we have a lot going on right now. So check them out. We do have our other listings at 87 Strawberry. We have 8258 Tulip Tree. We got 395 Anchor Road. We got 595 and 597 Barton Street. We got... Do we have any other houses? We have a beautiful one on at 4212 Kane. Crescent in Burlington. That one is a stunning house as well. That is one of our Remax collection places, and you definitely have to check that house out. Backs onto the golf course. It's fantastic there. So yes. Yes, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Sophia, thank you for joining me.
I'm still like sitting right next
That's
to you.
okay. That's okay. We've known each other for a long time. Yes, thank you for joining us today. Remember, always join us every second Wednesday of the month at 10 a.m. We are live. You can watch the recording after. Ask us any questions. Shoot us a DM at the bottom. Look for our food drive bags, or let us know if you want us to drop some off over to you. And everybody have a fantastic day. Enjoy football now that it's started, and enjoy sending the kids to school. Thank you very much.